Hi everyone, myself KIRAN MURALI, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Vedavyasa Institute of Technology. Today I am going to take a topic called Submerged Arc Welding and ELECTROSLAG Welding. So before coming to this topic, everyone should know about welding. What is welding? Welding is a fabrication process, or we can say welding is a joining process that joins materials, usually metals, by using high heat to melt the parts together and allowing them to cool, causing fusion. Our topic, electroslag welding and submerged arc welding, comes under arc welding process. So mainly we can classify the welding into two, that is fusion welding and arc welding. This video shows an arc welding. An arc welding is the process that melt and joins metal by heating them with an arc established between a covered electrode and the metal. Here you can see high heat is generated between the electrode and workpiece, causing them to fuse. Coming to our topic, submerged arc welding. It's an arc welding process which produces weld by heating them with an arc between a bare metal electrode and the workpiece. The arc and molten metal are shielded by a blanket of granular fusible material on the work. Here pressure is not used, and filler metal is obtained from the electrodes and sometimes from a supplementary source such as welding rods, flux, or metal granules. When the flux becomes molten, it becomes conductive and provides a current path between the electrode and the work. The thick layer of flux completely covers the molten metal, thus preventing spatters and sparks. It also suppresses the intense ultraviolet radiations and fumes. Current in the range of 300 to 2000 amperes is commonly used for submerged arc welding procedures. Here the electrode is completely submerged into the flux, so the arc is invisible. This figure shows a submerged arc welding process. Normally we can call submerged arc welding as SAW. It normally consists of a flux hopper. It stores the flux and controls the rate of flux deposition on the welding joint. Flux used are granular fusible minerals which contain oxides of manganese and silicon. Here you can see the electrode is driven into the welding pool by using drive rolls, and the flux completely covers the workpiece and the electrode. When the supply is given, an arc is struck between the electrode and the workpiece, and hence fusion takes place. Now let's see the advantages of submerged arc welding. It's a very high welding rate process. The process is suitable for automation. High quality weld structures can be obtained from submerged arc welding procedures. These are the disadvantages of submerged arc welding. The weld may contain slag inclusion. Slag inclusion is a weld defect, which means entrapment of non-metallic solid materials in weld metal or between weld metal and base metal, which causes low toughness weld. Second disadvantage is limited application of the process, mostly for welding horizontally located plates. This video shows an submerged arc welding process. Here you can find an welding gun. Inside that welding gun, it consists of a bare metal electrode. The arc is struck between the electrode and the workpiece, and you can see the granular fusible materials called flux covers the electrode and the workpiece. Next one is electroslag welding. It's a non-arc welding process utilizing an electric current that passes between a consumable electrode and a workpiece. When this method of welding is being performed, a liquefied slag that covers the surface of the weld conducts the electric current. Before electroslag welding begins, a welding flux is used to fill the gap between the workpiece, and an electric arc is used to generate the heat needed to melt the flux and form the slag. The slag reaches a temperature of about 1930 degrees Celsius. This temperature is sufficient for melting the consumable electrode and the workpiece edges. Metal droplets fall to the weld pool and joins the workpiece. During this type of welding, the slag remains in a molten state from the heat from the electric current. The figure shows an electroslag welding process. It normally consists of a guide tube that feeds the electrode to the molten pool. This tube is also consumable. The advantages of this process is that there is no need for the electrode holder, which must move vertically within the weld pool. Besides this, melting of the tube increases slightly the deposition rate. The equipment used for electroslag process is automatic and of special design. The electrode used is solid or flex cored. If flex cored electrodes are used, they should be such that they don't contain slag forming ingredients. This process uses a direct current voltage, usually ranging from 600 ampere and 40 to 50 volt. Higher currents are needed for thicker materials. Coming to the advantages of electroslag welding. First one is high deposition rate. Second one is low distortion. Distortion is another type of weld defect. During any welding process, the base metal is heated to a very high temperature. The weld metal does not heat and cool uniformly. Normally, the weld metal solidifies from the root outward to the face of the weld. So, there will be a shrinkage force which causes misalignment of part, which is normally we can call it as distortion. So, this distortion effect is lower in case of electroslag welding process. And the last point is unlimited thickness of workpiece. Workpiece with any thickness can be easily welded by using electroslag welding. Coming to disadvantages of electroslag welding. Low toughness of the weld. Only vertical position is possible. These are the main two disadvantages of electroslag welding. This video shows an electroslag welding process. As you can see, the molten slag at the top of the weld. Thank you for watching this video till the end. Hope all of you got a clear idea about electroslag welding and submerged arc welding. Thank you.